Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a blessed day. As I said, I would come out with a kind of like an update video for the channel and things I just kind of wanted to briefly discuss with you guys about things that'll be happening in the future and what I plan, kind of like what I plan on doing and my plans and, for the channel and everything like that. So first of all, I want to apologize for those who are looking forward to the second documentary. Turns out that files were corrupt and it kind of had to forced me to literally redo a lot of the parts in the video, which is going to take a minute because I do like creating long documentaries and I'm very meticulous and very thorough about putting out this kind of content. I don't want it to just be like, oh, it's okay if I don't include this and that or the other. uh, that's not what it is. I'm very more of like, okay, well, if this segment of the video is messed up, which is obviously a lot of the segment due to some corrupt files after exporting, then I kind of took it upon myself to just, either to pretty much just redo a lot of the entire documentary, just simply due to the fact that without certain parts within the documentary, it's not as good content wise. And I what I mean by that is just like getting the information across and just being able to watch a documentary and having kind of like the whole picture painted, especially when it comes to something in the topics that I'm going to be discussing. It's best to have all pieces of the puzzle and to have some parts missing simply due to some corrupt files and me just being like, oh, it's okay, I'll leave it out. That's not what I'm about. I want to bring you guys the best kind of content there is, and that means being able to make sure that all my sources are within that video. So that's what's happening there. I apologize again, but on the flip side, I do want to thank you guys. I want to thank you all for the feedback that I got on my first documentary, explaining the six media corporations, the conglomerates, and everything like that. So the positivity was really great. I know that there were, a handful of people who weren't so pleased with this new kind of direction that I was taking as far as creating such documentaries. Like I said, the inevitable people calling me conspiracy theorists, comes with the territory, but you do what you got to do at the end of the day. Like I said before, there is no such thing as a conspiracy theory. You either know what's going on or you don't. And all I'm doing is taking the facts that are presented and compiling them and making them into documentaries so you guys can have the full picture about what's going on and kind of like that whole sphere of the media conglomerate. So I really do thank you guys for the support. And just all the lovely comments that you guys leave talking about how great it was and things like that. Feel free to share it. I'm all about free information. No copyright on that end. If you want to share it to your Facebook page and things like that, go ahead and feel free to do that. So that is that. And one of the biggest things that I wanted to announce moving forward is you guys know, and I have it in my about section on my YouTube channel, that I'm actually a professed Christian. I do believe in Jesus Christ. And a long time ago, back in 2012, maybe 2013, so about 10 years ago, I actually had a YouTube channel in which I did a lot of expository type of videos going through the Bible, I guess you could say. Not necessarily Bible studies, but just a lot of expository type of explanations about, verses in the Bible because, it's my faith. And that's just what I always have loved to do since I was a kid. I knew that I've always wanted to just kind of, just do expository type teaching and or preaching on the Bible because it's just what I love to do. And lately I have been feeling that I've been called to kind of go back to that, but I wasn't necessarily sure if I wanted to, either just create a new channel or put that kind of or put those things on this channel. But I feel as if this channel already kind of has a lot of things happening to it already, especially with the big change from the whole kind of state I was in, say, a year and a half ago to like where it is now. I just feel as if I don't want to do that. I don't want to put that kind of content on this channel. But nonetheless, I can't ignore the call. It's been burdening me for quite a bit. I don't know if you guys have ever had that feeling. It's almost like knowing that the rent is due tomorrow, but you don't have enough money to pay it, and it's almost hard to sleep at night knowing that you don't have the money to pay it, and you're just thinking to yourself, where am I going to get the money from? Likewise, with my situation, I've been burdened for an extremely long time when it comes to going back and just having these expository type teaching videos in which I can actually go through the Bible. It is my greatest passion, and without further ado, I did come to the conclusion after some long times of thoughts and prayer that I think I'm going to make a separate YouTube channel for that. Now, for those who are Christians, or for those who are curious about the Christian faith and just wanting to go through the Bible and just being able to look at the world from through the perspective of the Christian, come follow me on this channel. I'm going to be creating this channel, but this is really open to all. Of course, like, you don't have to be a Christian to subscribe, but you know, obviously, if that's not what you're about, you don't have to subscribe. But for those who are curious, or who would like to glean more from the Christian faith, and those who are already Christian, I have been called to make this other YouTube channel. Starting from scratch. I'm still trying to get the blueprints of what this is going to look like, but that's essentially one of the main things I wanted to tell you guys. Was that I'm going to be making another YouTube channel about that, and I know that there were a lot of people who acknowledged my faith in Jesus Christ, and you know, they like that I look at the world through that perspective. So this channel will basically be more that, but just extremely in depth. You know, having Bible studies, having just the opportunity and the place to hopefully even meet with other Christian content creators and just talk, or just people. It doesn't matter who they are, but just being able to invite people on and talk about the world, important topics in the world. Not necessarily like the conversation, how that was, but kind of a new, different format. But I'm still working out the details and all. But essentially, that is what I wanted to do. As I said, this is something that I always have felt like I've wanted to do. But aside from my wanting, this is something I always felt like I have been called to do. And the feeling of emptiness from not being able to do it has left me restless at night, as I was saying, and not being able to sleep at night. This is just something I've always felt I've been called to do. And I can't go another day with, just, I love talking about the topics I, talk about on my channel, and as I did when the channel was named The Conversation. That's great, but I feel like that important ingredient is missing, which is the gospel of Jesus Christ, because without that, none of this even makes sense. Even within the last documentary, a lot of people were asking, so where is this all leading to? What does this all mean, this ex-media conglomerates and all, and obviously, I can obviously, profess Jesus Christ on this channel, but I'm saying I want to be able to create another channel which is a lot more just strictly Bible based, whether that be talking about world events, whether that be doing whatever. I want to be able to have that channel for that reason. Obviously, this means that I'm gonna basically be jumping back and forth between two channels, as if I'm not unorganized already. But but nonetheless, I'm still going to be tending to this channel, doing what I have to do. And as I did say, because of what has happened with the latest documentary, I'm going to try to upload some sort of a reaction video and try to have that out by the end of the week. Please bear with me. I know I am not the most consistent YouTuber. I'm sure you are made full aware by that. It's, balancing a 9-to-5 job, going to school, doing all these things, and then you come home, you're tired, and then on top of that, working on my comic that I told you guys that I was working on, which is kind of a different subject, but it's 7 years in the making, and I still try to make time as best as I can to really work out the meticulous details of that, because that's a whole other thing. But you guys get the point. Life happens, but just because life happens doesn't mean I want to completely just put all this to a halt, because I do really appreciate all of you guys for subscribing, for taking this information, for sharing it, for starting a conversation, for just being awoken to what's going on in this world, the agendas, and everything there within. So that's pretty much all of what I wanted to say. A new YouTube channel is on the way. I'm actually also in the works of creating a BitChute because of everything that's happening on this channel. It's only a matter of time before one of the documentaries in the future is taken down. I've actually had a couple videos taken down already. I don't even know if you guys had noticed, but you know, some time ago I had some videos taken down. This is kind of like early on in the YouTube game when I started with this channel. But anyway, yeah, so I really do thank you guys all for watching. Like I said, just to kind of run it through, you know, too long didn't read TLDR. Thank you for everything. I'll be dropping a reaction video. Sorry about the documentary. I'm still working on that again. And also the new channel. So those are kind of like the main things to take away from all of what I just said. But nonetheless, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless.